Now we will see polyploid in plant breeding. Polyploid breeding. Polyploid breeding or polyploidy in plant breeding. What is plants which possess one set of chromosome is called haploid. Plants having two sets of chromosomes called diploid. But in some of the plants, more than two sets of chromosomes will be there. When more than two sets of chromosomes are induced to produce, they are called polyploid. The polyploid plants are more important, economically more important to the human being. They are important for evolution. They induce evolution in wild plants as well as cultivated plants. That is number one. Number two, they induces the polyploid increases hybrid vigor. Hybrid vigor, heterozygosity, resistance to both biotic and abiotic stress, and it's not affected by any harmful mutation. These are all the main things in polyploidy. The polyploidy plants will be more vigorous. It has hybrid vigor. The performance in all respect will be more than that other plants, more than that of other plants. The heterozygosity, they will be very pure. They have the same alleles in the gene. In every gene will have the same set of alleles, etc. Resistance to biotic and abiotic stress. Biotic stress due to the growth of other plants nearby, they give some stress to the plants for a particular plant. That stress due to biotic organism, due to the living organism, that is called biotic stress. Abiotic stress means non-living substances also will give stress to living microorganism in a particular place. Say for example, due to the non-availability of the water, the plants which are growing in that area will be affected that stress. Soil stress, climatic stress, temperature stress, and light or temperature or anything like that. The abiotic substances, when affect the growth of the plants, that stress is the abiotic stress. Mostly in all polyploids, the mutation, harmful mutation will not affect it. So that is the thing. Then it reduces sterility. It reduces fertility, not sterility, sorry, not it reduces the fertility. Fertility will be reduced to produce new organism, that is the fertility. That capacity will be reduced totally due to the meiotic error. There are cell division, mitotic division, meiotic division. There are three cell division: amitotic, mitotic, and meiotic. When there is an error in the meiotic cell division, that leads to reduction in the fertility. So that leads to the production of seedless plants. In polyploid will induce seedless plants because the reduction in the fertility in the plants that is due to the meiotic error in polyploids that leads to the seedless plants. There are two types of polyploids. One is autopolyploids, another one is allopolyploids. The second one is allopolyploids. The autopolyploids, when the chromosome number is double in the same plant, when the same number of chromosomes is doubled, that is called autopolyploid. For example, AA is double 2. When 3 set of A gives AA. This is autodiploid. Autotriploid. Autotetraploid. Like that, when the same number of chromosome is multiplied, and that is the autopolyploid. For example, the triploid condition is an example for autopolyploid. For example, sugar beets, apple, pears. They are triploid, autotriploid plants. There are some characteristic features for autotriploid. The autotriploid will increase the hybrid vigor. Hybrid vigor means the performance of the hybrid over than that of the parents, that is called hybrid vigor. The superiority of the hybrid in performance over the parent, that is called hybrid vigor. This will, the triploid plants, the hybrid vigor will be increased. The second one is large rows will be produced, large leaves, large fruits, more seeds. These are all the characteristic feature of triploid. They contain more sugar content. They develop seedless tomato and apple. They can be induced by a chemical substance that is called colchicine. Can be produced by a chemical substance called colchicine. Colchicine is produced from a plant that is called Colchicum autumnale. And these are all the characteristic feature of triploid autotriploids. Pass on to allopolyploid. When two different sets of chromosomes are multiplied in a plant, that is called allopolyploid. It is a multiplication of the chromosomal set from two different species. Say for example, when A plant is crossed with B plant, we will get the chromosome number A and B. When the A and B is double, AA, BB. This is the allopolyploid. Allopolyploid, for allopolyploid there are some examples. One is triticale. Examples. Number one, triticale. The triticale is formed by triticum durum and cecale serial. When these two plants are crossed together, you will get triticale. Triticale is a wheat variety. When a wild wheat variety, ordinary wheat variety, triticum durum is crossed with the cecale cereal, that is rye, you will get a high yielding variety triticale. That's the first example. Second example, the Raphanobrassica. Raphanobrassica is a high yielding variety. It is a hybrid variety formed by Brassica oleracea and Raphanosalivus. Brassica oleracea into Raphanus salivus. Raphanus salivus is a radish. Brassica oleracea is a cabbage. When this plant is crossed with Raphanus sativa, Raphanobrassica is the plant obtained. So that is the example. Two examples I have given, triticale and Raphanobrassica. They are formed by crossing two different plants, and that is the example for allopolyploid. That is about polyploidy in plant breeding or polyploid breeding.